Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Are you a network marketing professional? Are you looking to get crystal clear on your goals and what you have to do to achieve them? If the answer is yes, keep listening. My friends over at 90 Day Habits created a journal specifically for network marketers. It is the exact blueprint they use to reach the top 1% in their network marketing company. This 90 Day Habits journal will help you stay intentional, organized, and build habits to keep you on track toward your business goals. I use this journal. I love the creators of this journal. I love the energy around it, and I love the results it brings to my daily organization. Leaders make quick decisions. Then they make the right decision. Make the decision to commit to your business today with the 90 Day Habits Journal available at 90dayhabits.co, 90dayhabits.co, and use Level Up 15, all capital, for 15% off your order. Hello, my Level Up friends. We're going to do some breaking through together today. We're going to be talking about limiting beliefs. Here's the thing. We all have them. They're there. The goal is to work through them, to reprogram our minds, do the work. And this is what's called personal development, right? So if you're here listening to a podcast, you're on a journey to personal development. Like you've committed to personal development. And it doesn't just happen overnight. We are a work in progress. We're always growing. We're always evolving. We're always becoming. We're always unbecoming, right? That's the title of my friend's book who was on here last week, Deanna Herron. If you did not listen to that episode, she's just amazing. And she's like the queen of breaking through of limiting beliefs. Okay. But we're unbecoming our thoughts and beliefs and creating new ones. So what is a limiting belief? It's a belief that we have in our subconscious brain that dictates our action. It's a belief that you think is true. It becomes your truth, but it's not really true. And what it does is it keeps us small. It keeps us in our comfort zone, and it limits us. It's a limiting belief. It holds us back. It prevents you from becoming who you are meant to be in this world. A limiting belief, they restrict our personal growth. A limiting belief is a barrier between where we are and our potential and our goals. A limiting belief is a limitation that holds you back from the person that you have the potential to be. So you can see the importance of breaking through limiting beliefs, because you know what happens so often? We might do the work, and maybe whatever profession you're in, do more work harder, be more task oriented, grow more skills. Maybe you'll grow to the next level. But if you've got a limiting belief, you're going to end up coming back. So maybe your business will go backwards, or your level of success will go backwards, and it will come back to your level of belief. So let's look at success for a minute. We talk all the time about doing more, about raising the bar, about leaning in, about more activity. Okay. So this is in line with what I was just saying. I want to address limiting beliefs because until we do, you're not going to take the actions necessary to grow. And even if you do, you'll end up retracting back to your belief level. We operate at our belief level. Our belief level shows up in relationships, all variety. It could be a working relationship, a professional relationship, a loving relationship, a friendly relationship, all of it. If a limiting belief is that you're not worthy, right? Or that there's no one out there, then you're probably putting up with more in a relationship than you should be. And it's keeping you from your best self. Limiting beliefs hold us back from unleashing our potential. So where do limiting beliefs come from? And they could come from, oh my gosh, a variety of places, but it's up to us to narrow them down and figure out, like, where is that root? Like, when did it start? Was it somebody like, in sixth grade that was just trying to be mean and said, "You're so ugly"? Because that could stay with somebody for a really, really long time. Gosh, it could have been something as simple or as profound as somebody. I remember like when we were younger and they picked teams, you got picked first, then the opposite team's picks and the opposite team. And then it's like the last one picked, right? Something like that you're not worthy could be carried with people their entire lives. They come from ourselves. Limiting belief comes from ourselves, possibly from a past event, possibly from a past conversation, a past experience. It could be from family, possibly your parent. Like if a parent or parental figure made you feel small or made you feel unworthy, we carry this around with us. If someone ever told you you're not smart enough, you're never going to succeed, you don't have the personality, you're not driven enough, you don't have what it takes, we hold this thought captive. And then what happens is that thought develops into a limiting belief, and they could become rooted as a result of being in a toxic environment. That could be home or relationship. It could be also self-imposed. They are rooted from insecurity and doubt. Okay. So I'm going to go over now some common limiting beliefs. I'm just going to kind of like put some out there because we all have them from time to time. So here's one. I can't. Like, what? Like, when we say that, what does that mean? Because yes, you can. You were born limitless. So the next time those words come up, I can't, like really pause and think, is that true? Do I know that beyond the shadow of a doubt? Is that a fact? No, it's not a fact. It's an emotional opinion at the time, or it's a limiting belief that you can't. Yes, you can. Okay. Here's another limiting belief. I don't have time. Really? So when we look at the most successful people in the world, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm spitting on my microphone here. Okay. The busiest people in the world, do you think they have more than 24 hours a day? Do you think they have more than 7 days in a week? No, we all have the exact 24 hours in a day. So I don't have enough time is a limiting belief. And I know that question comes up for me very, very often. Like when I started my journey as an entrepreneur, my babies were little. Brooke was 6, Tyler was 4, Bailey and Ryan, they're my twins. They were 1.5. I was watching 7 kids under the age of 5. This was all going on in my house. And I also decided to become an entrepreneur and build a business, not a typical business and not an average business, but a pretty special business where I really was giving it my heart and my soul. You guys, on paper, I didn't have time. I didn't, but I don't know about you guys, but here's the fact. We all make time for something that's worthwhile in our life. So I don't have time is a limiting belief. And people ask me all the time, how'd you find the time? How'd you find the time? How'd you find the time? I wasn't looking for time. I was looking for fire. I was looking for passion. I was creating a vision. And then when you have the fire, the vision, the passion, time is an illusion. You just find it. You're like, it's Einstein's time. You own time. So that is a limiting belief. We all have time. Okay. We make what's important a priority. Here's another limiting belief. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. Really? You're good enough. So how often do we listen to ourselves instead of talk into ourselves? And that's where affirmations come from. You're amazing. You're strong. You're talented. You're driven, right? These are limiting beliefs. So when you catch yourself saying a limiting belief, it's no, I am good enough. I am worthy. A limited belief is others will judge me. Really? You can't be judged unless you allow yourself to be judged. That's a limiting belief. Others will judge me. I don't know about you guys, but okay. When I go about my life, and I'm not saying I'm perfect by any stretch of the imagination, I'm not. But if other people are judging me, that's their stuff. It's really amazing to me when people judge and they like claim to be followers of Jesus. Okay. Because one of the main things that Jesus does is he loves everybody. He doesn't judge. So we're only judged unless we allow people to judge us. And I don't know if you guys have ever tried to pay your bills with other people's opinions. It doesn't work. So when we tell ourselves others will judge me, that's a limiting belief. Who cares if other people are judging you? Do you know that your heart is in the right place? Do you know that your mind is in the right place? Do you know that you're doing what you're doing to really serve and make a difference and just level up your life? Then, undo that limiting belief. Maybe a limiting belief is I failed. First of all, there's no such thing as failure unless we quit, unless we walk away, unless we allow it to get the best of us. I failed. You talk to any successful person. You look at any success story. People fail their way to the top of anything. Sometimes a failure is an obstacle. It's a way to learn. It's a way to grow. It's a way to expand us. Maybe it's redirecting us to something else. But I failed is a limiting belief. We don't fail. We only fail if we don't learn from it. We don't evolve from it. A limiting belief is I don't have enough money. Okay. Money is energy. Money has the value that we place upon it. We're living in a world with so much abundance, so much prosperity, so much for everyone to go around. But when we limit ourselves, when we say, I don't have enough money, then that becomes an affirmation. That limiting belief takes root and we'll never have enough money. We'll always be working or doing and always coming up short and always falling short. So that's a limiting belief. Another limiting belief is it's not possible for me. Really? First of all, look at the word impossible. impossible. You can see it two different ways. It could say impossible, or it could say I'm possible. Everything is possible for you. If you can dream it, if you can conceive it, if you can imagine it, if you can commit to it, if you could have the guts and the courage to stand in it, it is possible for you. We sometimes come up with that limiting belief because we think if it's not going to fall in our lap, if it's not going to knock on our door and knock us over with an opportunity or a job or a promotion or a relationship, then it's not possible for us. It's almost cutting us short, and we're taking ourselves and our ownership out of that. It is possible for you, but you need to own it. You need to love it. You need to believe in it and change it. Everything is possible for me. Everything is possible for me. So another limiting belief, I missed the boat. Really? Like what boat? What boat? We say that when we're almost giving ourselves permission, maybe if I would have known about this 5 years ago, or maybe if I would have done it when you did it, or maybe if I would have gotten in at the ground level, whatever the case is, you didn't miss the boat. Okay. We just went over this. Time is an illusion, and there is opportunity and there is abundance and there is so much room for growth and success for whatever your dream is in this world. But I've missed the boat becomes a limiting belief. And if you tell yourself that, and if it takes root, why are you going to move forward with energy? Why are you going to move forward with momentum? Why are you going to give it all you've got? If your limiting belief that's going to keep you limited is I've missed the boat. Okay. Another limiting belief is I'm too old. I'm too young, really? Because age is just a number. It doesn't even exist. Like the age is like how you feel. You guys, I've seen two different pictures of people that are 60 years old. One of them are like amazing and incredible, and the other one looks like they're 85. Age is a mindset for most people. But whatever it is you're choosing to pursue in life, I'm too old is almost, if that becomes a rooted limiting belief, why are you going to go for it? Why are you going to give it your all? Why are you going to put in the effort? Because you've limited yourself by believing that you're too old. So of course you're going to hold yourself back from your greatness. You're not going to do what it takes. I'm too young. I'm too young. No, that's not true. It's a limiting belief that people say and it becomes rooted. Another one, I'm not a good leader. I'm not a good leader. You guys, we listen to ourselves when we say this. And maybe people say that because maybe they haven't gotten anybody to catch their vision yet, or join them, or follow them, or maybe they've gotten some people to join them, whatever it is they're on a mission to do and create, but they haven't really helped another person become successful. So what do? We tell ourselves these thoughts. I'm not a good leader. I'm not a good leader. I'm not a good leader. And that thought takes root. And then it shows up in our conversations. It shows up in how we share authentically with passion what we're doing. It shows up when we're coaching people. I'm not a good leader. Like if you don't see yourself as a good coach and that's your rooted belief, it's going to show up in every single conversation. You're not going to challenge somebody to be their best because you don't believe you're a good leader. So let's talk about money for a minute, because most of us have limiting beliefs around money. And this is one to break free of. We want to think of money as a resource, as energy, as something that is good, and there is plenty of it in the world. Our limiting beliefs around money, they hold us back, like big time. Here are some limiting beliefs on money that will hold you back. Okay. Money is a temptation from evil. I'd rather be happy than rich. Like really? Really. And that is a limiting belief that keeps people small. So, if that's the truth, Like really think of some of the things that make you happy. Like money can't buy happiness, but money can buy vacations. Money can buy cars. Money can buy homes. Money can buy college educations. Money can buy amazing nights out to dinner with your family and your friends. Money can buy presents that you want to give to your loved ones on the holiday. Money can help you serve and give back and make a difference in the world. So when people say, I'd rather be happy than richer, well, like what? Why can't you be both? Why would you make that a limiting belief, right? Now, granted, I've seen people with absolutely nothing and they're the happiest people in the world. And do you know why? Because happiness is an inside job. Happiness doesn't come as a result of money. Okay. That I can tell you. However, it's certainly not a temptation to evil. And when we say that, it becomes a limiting belief and we will hold ourselves back from having the abundance, from having the money, from having the success. Have you ever heard this? Rich people are snobs. Really? That's a limiting belief. So what does it do? It holds somebody back. Well, most people are not afraid of failing. They're afraid of succeeding. So rich people are not snobs. Now there's just snobs in the world, right? They could be poor snobs. They could be rich wannabe snobs. They could be people with money. There's just people. Now, everybody has a different definition of a snob. My definition of a snob is not defined by money. It's defined by your character, how you treat someone. How you treat someone. Are you breathing life? Are you making the difference? Do you think you're above other people? Because nobody's above anybody in this world. And you speak to people with kindness and respect. And so that's a limiting belief. It's certainly not rich people are snobs. There's plenty of snobs out there, okay? I don't have enough. That's a limiting belief around money. Money is for paying bills. It's not just for paying bills. It's for living life. It's for doing fun things. We have one go around on this planet. I will never have enough. I will never have enough as much money as I want. That's a limiting belief. Like rephrase that. I'm going to have plenty of money. I can afford to do anything I want. Money flows to me. If I want more money, it means I'm greedy. That's a limiting belief. It's a limiting belief around money. And until we rewire these thoughts around money, we're going to continue to have a very unhealthy relationship with money. Money changes people. Now, sometimes people we talked about limiting beliefs in the beginning and where they come from. Money changes people. So if that's somebody's limiting belief, maybe they saw somebody that didn't have money, got money, or achieved success, and they changed. But was it really the money? Or was it their character now shining through more than ever, right? But again, it's rooted in something. So if you have any of these limiting beliefs, you want to be doing the deep dive work and see where it's coming from so you can reprogram it. So let's look at some limiting beliefs around health, okay? To get healthy means spending a lot of money. It's amazing to me, okay? Because if people want to look at what it costs to be healthy, but then they won't overthink, going and get one of those like super chocolatey drinks from Starbucks. Like we have to really look at what we spend money on, because spending money on our health is the most important thing we could ever spend money on. Money on our health and money on our personal growth and development are two investments, because our mind and our body, they're our vessels for life, right? So another limiting belief is it's too difficult to change my lifestyle. That's not true. Do you know for 100% fact that's true? That's a limiting belief. So maybe if it's changing your lifestyle and maybe you're going to exercise now or go to the gym or whatever it is, it's not difficult. That's where we reprogram our mind and the affirmations come in. It's easy. It's effortless. It's simple. I'm so excited that I've changed my lifestyle. I don't have time to think about my health. That's a limiting belief. That's again going back to the one we talked about. I don't have enough time. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time to think about your health. If I lose weight, I will gain it back. So again, maybe this is based on a past experience. Maybe you've lost weight and maybe you've gained it back. But here's what I'm going to tell you, friends. And I am by no means a weight expert, okay? But whether it's weight or anything, but just like I said at the beginning of this, we go back to our belief level. Do you see yourself as healthy? Do you see yourself as in shape? Do you see yourself as disciplined and toned? And so what happens if that underlying belief is I'm fat, or I'm chubby, or I'm unhealthy, you might lose weight, but you are going to gain it back because your core belief is that's who you are as a person. Okay. Another limiting belief. I can't afford a personal trainer. Again, it's priorities. It's priorities. Where do you spend your money? what can you cut back on? Because a personal trainer is not just going to show up in your health. It's going to show up in so many other things, because how we do anything a lot of times is how we do everything. Okay. These come from a place of fear. And the goal is to learn to identify them and reprogram our thoughts so we can level up our life. When we tell ourselves that we aren't good enough, it holds us back from being our very best. So how do we overcome limiting beliefs? One, identify them. They're thoughts in our head that take over. Write those thoughts down. Get them all out. Get them all out on a piece of paper. Get them out of your head and really look at them. And when you're looking at them and you're reading them, like, really ask yourself, is this true? Is it a fact? Is this absolutely true? You know the answer is going to be no. It isn't true. It may have become our truth over time, but it is not true. Number two, this is where we get to the bottom of false belief, right? So next time it shows up, really pause, think, analyze. Is this a limiting belief? Is there an actual fact to this thought? Is this thought coming from fear? Is it fear of the unknown? Is it fear of a past experience? Number three, positive affirmations. I love affirmations, my friends. Replace with positive affirmations. An affirmation is a sentence that you're repeating out loud over and over again until you feel it. The goal is that these words, right, they start off as words and then they become a belief, and it is our beliefs that dictate our actions. So that's what we do. We're going to replace limiting beliefs with powerful beliefs. So a limiting belief of I'm not good enough, an affirmation, I am capable, I am worthy, I am amazing, I could do anything that I set my mind to. So maybe a limiting belief is I don't have enough time. The affirmation that we're going to say is time is an illusion. I own time. I have more than enough time. I spend my time doing what is important to me. Number four, keep going. Like, break through, do the work. Change your thoughts. It's work. And my friends, it can be painful. It will push you. It will challenge you. It will change you, but it is your time to shine. It's time to break through the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Replace them with empowering beliefs, beliefs that are rooted in confidence, rooted in positivity. Replace them with thoughts, beliefs, and affirmations that will help you achieve your goals and dreams. You're on a mission to become a leader and develop leaders. Perseverance and not giving up is on the top of the qualities of a leader. Push through no matter how you feel. Kick the limiting beliefs out of your head. Do the work to peel away the layers to see where they're coming from. Believe in you. Believe in your team. You're not alone. We all have limiting beliefs. You are never going to completely eliminate them. In fact, when you do eliminate some, you're going to get some new ones that show up. But our goal is to push through them. Otherwise, we end up just wandering through life. We end up settling for less than our best. We want to identify them. We want to overcome them. We want to focus on the positive to create new thoughts. We operate at our belief level. When we believe, we act. When we aren't taking action, there's a crack in our belief. There is a limiting belief holding us back. So my friends, this is work. It is, but it's really worth it. So often, in fact, more times than not, amazing people miss out on the calling for their life because they're letting the doubts in their head keep them small. And as we grow, we peel away layers. We do the internal work. We work and we work and we work. And we might not see results if the internal work isn't done. You can make all the calls you want. You want to be sharing your business. Maybe it's a product, but if a limiting belief is that you're not a good leader, then your actions will begin to create that truth. If a limiting belief is that it happens for others, but not me, your actions will create that belief to be true. Instead of listening to yourself, speak to yourself. Speak life. Speak faith. Speak affirmations. Speak love. You have so much inside of you waiting to come out. So next week, we're going to go over leader versus manager. Your goal is to lead. So I love you all. Have the most powerful and amazing week.